Hey guys and gals, hey, we're still out here in at the Nevada Southern Detention Center. All the glimmering, lights that you see out there isn't the city of Las Vegas. It's the glimmering lights of razor wire where our friends and families are being kept. Anyhow, I just wanted to get on here a little bit and update you guys as to all of the little goings-ons that have been going on, and give you some of the conversations that we've had, some of the things we've learned, and it's been really good. This has been a fantastic experience. If you guys can get out here, do it. I highly suggest you do it. But got a couple things going on. So, quick update. As of last night, I think we have raised almost $9,300 to go to the attorney funds. So $9,300, man, that's a lot of money in a short amount of time. We're not even 2 days into this, and it's going to continue. So please spread the word. Let people know that we're doing this. Anything that we can do to lessen that burden, make sure that these guys have a real attorney that cares about them, and going to do a good job for them, so that we can get these guys home. You know, one attorney is going to work for everybody, so it's not just about Ammon, it's about all the guys. We get Morgan Philpott and whoever else. I don't know who else we're going to get in there, but whoever else we can get in there, that's what we got to do. Anyhow, so kind of like at Sugar Pine, we got a Gadsden flag. Everybody knows what the Gadsden flag is, the Don't Tread on Me flag. And going to have everybody that's here put their name on it, sign it, and then when it's all said and done, we'll auction that off. And y'all are going to be pretty hard pressed to beat me on that. I'm going to put the first $100 on that flag right now, because I want it. I got the one from Sugar Pine, and I would love to line a wall at my house with nothing but Gadsden flags from events like this, where we've shown up and rallied for support and defended the people that needed to be defended. But you know, moreover than that, some of the discussions that we've had around here, that's some of the best aspects that come from events like this, is we get our minds together and we get the ability to talk and come up with new ideas and directions for what's going on. One of the conversations this morning was talking about the trial down there in Las Vegas, and how the Constitution says that it is the prosecution's job to prove without a shadow of a doubt the guilt of the person accused. It doesn't say that it's the defense's job to prove that they are 1,000% innocent. It's not their job. They don't have a duty to do that. It's the prosecution's job. Anything short of proving reasonable doubt, and the case should be dismissed. It doesn't say that we have to have 12 people say not guilty, and it only says that we have to have 12 people say guilty. So that got us to thinking, and we started talking. One gentleman mentioned that, well, what's happening here is double jeopardy, and that really got me thinking. I'm like, you're right, it is double jeopardy. This is a Fifth Amendment. How are they doing that? And then I realized, well, it's because the judge declared a mistrial. When a mistrial happens, it's like the proceeding never happened. It doesn't exist. It's wiped out, and it started over. And that's how they're getting away the double jeopardy aspect of the Fifth Amendment. Well, then it really got us thinking. And they said, well, how, if the entire trial's wiped out, how can Greg Burleson and Todd Engel have the guilty charges stick? If the trial never happened, how are they guilty? And we got really thinking about that. And I'd like everybody to think about that. Try to figure out, you know, a reasonable explanation, even though we know there's not one, that how can a trial that never exists produce a guilty verdict for two men? So anyhow, that was one really interesting conversation that we had here today. We also found out that we saw an ambulance come up the road. It was inside the gates for, I don't know, an hour or so. And we saw it leave with the lights off and a car behind it. Come to find out, we don't know the details, but it sounds like a prisoner passed away from being held inside, you know, the detention center over here. Anyhow, so moving on to some of the other conversations. Let me tell you guys something about one of the gentlemen that's up here, one of these young men that showed up. Joshua Martinez. That man is a solid patriot, and he is smart. He is studied and he is smart, and I learned an exceptional amount from him just in the past hour. We all remember Ammon's conversation discussing natural rights from Oregon. You know, he's talking about the right that we have naturally to what are the 3 natural rights? Sorry, it's tough in front of a live camera. We have to claim our property, we have to use our property, and we have to defend our property. You know, and I know that was a message that didn't really stick. It was a hard message for people to grasp onto. But Joshua gave us an example that I think was brilliant, and we need to run with it. It shows how natural rights are just born within us. They're not given to us by our government. They're not granted to us by our government. If they were granted, it would be a privilege. A natural right, our natural rights they come from within us. And this is how he gave it an example. He says, I'm going to go over here to my 2-year-old son who's playing with his toy, and I'm going to grab it from him. And what's he going to do? The little boy is not going to let that toy go. He's going to grab it and he's going to say, that's mine, mine. So what happened right there? Naturally, this is something that's not taught. This just came from inside of this little boy, is that he declared that the property was his, and he defended it, right? And when Joshua lets the property go, when he realizes that it is his, he goes over and plays with it. He uses it. This isn't something that's taught to us. You can apply this to a dog. It's the same aspect to a dog as well. Go try to grab a dog bone or a dog toy from a dog. What's he going to do? He's going to hold on to it, and he's going to growl. And when he's done, he's going to take it and go the other way with it. You know, he's claiming it, he's using it, and he's defending it. Natural rights. It's inherent in all animals. It's inherent in all of us. And the government has no ability to take those away from us. So just a few glimpses into the discussions that are going on up here. We all learn every single day, and we can all learn from every single person. There's not one of us that knows everything. There's not one of us that can articulate everything. So keep standing, keep helping these guys out. The prison, you know, the torture cell challenge is going to go on. We're still working on getting John Lamb in there. Brand Thornton's going to get in there. I think Skipper's going to get in there when he gets back. And here's the big one, okay? We're short on getting the donations, getting the pledges needed to get Sarah Buck and Lisa Bundy down here and get in this, okay? I don't know how many they need. It's still a few. They're short, and they're saying they're not coming unless they get the 100 like they declared out there. So you want to get Lisa down here to see her husband, raise some more money to get these guys going, then get on the challenge. You know, even if it's $1 an hour, even if it's $0.25 an hour, I don't care. It all adds up. You know, we've come together. We've raised a lot of money in a short amount of time. We still got a long ways to go. You know, 6 digits is a long ways from 9,300. So keep fighting, keep standing, keep sending everything you can. And if you can't send anymore, share with somebody that can. Okay, we all know people out there that can help. Share the story, share the message. So that's what's going on out here today. Central Oregon boys will probably be heading home sometime tomorrow, possibly even today. We're still up in the air on that. We're gonna try to get one more day. But we love all you guys. We love the fact that there was so much support, and you know, it's very heartwarming. And if you ever need an uplifting experience when you're getting down on the, you know, on this country that you think that it's wrecked, you think that there's no way we're getting back, come out here, come experience one of these, and I promise you, your soul's going to get uplifted, because we get to hear the stories of the people that help. Lots of comments on here. One gentleman, he said he gave his last $300, fixing his truck can wait. Man, that's what I love about this movement. This is what I love about patriots and our brothers and sisters, is that people will give every bit that they can, every donation that they can, everything, every little bit of their soul that they can give for a fight for liberty. And that's what we're doing. We're fighting for liberty. So keep it up, keep helping out, keep sharing the word, and we'll talk to you soon. See you later, guys. Hey guys, we're back up here at camp today from a quick visit out to Bundy Ranch. Got to visit with Stetsy and Angie today. It was really good. Got to see, for me personally, the place that got me involved and really active within the movement. So it was really a neat experience for me. But anyhow, listen real quick. We have Treason Bob. I'm trying to make that stick. I love that name. Robert Platt, he was the man that yelled treason in the courtroom. He has changed up the game here a little bit. He is paying himself he's paying $50 himself. There's the money. $50 to be placed into the jail cell for what'd you say? Two and a half days? How long are you going in for, Bob?
I'm going to try to beat my low bar of 2 hours. If I can go 2 hours and 15 minutes.
He's going 2 hours and 15 minutes and paying to do it on his own. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw in 25 myself to match that.
I'll throw in 25.
Jared's going to throw in 25 as well. So we got $100 right now for Bob to sit in the torture chamber challenge, handcuffed for 2 to 2.5 hours. Anyhow.
Rocky only put it on the first click.
Are you still complaining about the handcuffs?
Hold on, I gotta lock it.
I'm kidding. The handcuffs suck. I'm telling you right now, the handcuffs suck. It's the worst part of the whole thing. Anyways, Bob's going in. He's paying himself to go in and do the challenge. So help him out. Let's get some more money raised in here. Let's get as much as we can going. So you got the bars there?
7:30 now.
It is 7:30 now. We will see you at 9:30. Whoop, I'm sorry. And let's go from there. So here's the other deal. So today, I know John has mentioned this, but a gentleman named Michael, we're going to leave it at that, said he loves what's going on. He loves what we're doing out here. And he donated to the Bundy defense $5,000 today. $5,000. It's confirmed. It's been received by Morgan Philpott. $5,000. Michael, I can't say enough how heartwarming that is to know, and how much I appreciate you for that. Good things are going to come, you know, from that money, from that $5,000 on top of that. So I don't know what our grand total is today, but we were $9,300 yesterday. We'll have a grand total within an hour is what I'm hearing. We know we're $9,300 yesterday. We know we got at least $5,000 today. And we're going to get you guys a total of where we're at. But let's keep this going. I know John's planning on jumping in there at some point. Skipper, you already went in there, right? How long did you go for? 4 hours? Awesome. Skipper went in for 4 hours. I don't know what to say. $5,000 is a great donation. All the donations are a great donation, okay? I don't care if it's 25 cents an hour or $5,000. It's coming from your heart, and it's going to a good place. And from my heart, I'm telling you, I appreciate all your donations. Anyhow, we'll check in with Bob here as we go on through the night. He's going for 2 hours. Like I said, he's in for 50. He's paying himself $50 to get in there. I'm going to throw in 25. Jared's throwing 25. We're at $100 right now. I'm going to put the challenge out. Let's make sure we got, let's see if we can raise $500 for Bob's 2 hours in here. That's the goal right now, $500. We're at 100 right now. Can we raise 500, or can we raise 400 more dollars? Let's see if there's any good comments in here. Flip the camera around so people can see Bob. You want to say anything?
Oh, you know.
You know?
They know. They know the drill now. This is a torture chamber. Our version of what they have inside this incarceration center over here. We don't know exactly what it looks like. We've heard Ammon describe it on his narrative, but it's beyond anything anyone could ever imagine what's going on inside that building over there, and it breaks all our hearts. Everybody out there watching breaks their hearts. I believe in all of us together we can turn this thing around. It may get darker before it gets better, but maybe the darkness is past. Good things have happened this week. We've had extremely good news just in the last few days, right? Good things have happened.
We've had great things happen.
Yeah, they've come to investigate themselves. Core Civic from Tennessee is for sure come investigating their branch here. They've gotten all the men together. Well, I don't know if together, I don't mean to say that, but they're wanting people's stories Some have talked to him, and some are waiting for their legal counsel to join them. We talked to Stephen Stewart today. He called us on the phone, and he was very, very, very thankful for what we're doing out here. I mean, very. We're talking tears on both sides. And it's almost like we're saving people's lives. We are. And you're all part of it. So the finances that you're sending for this is going directly to the lawyers that are going to turn this around, and they're going to beat their butts over there, and I can hardly wait. So I'm going to rest now because I feel like I need to zone out here in this little shower stall I'm in that I willingly put myself in again. So
All right, we'll check back in with you in a few minutes.
all right.
Okay, so a couple of updates from the day. I might ask some of the guys that were here, because I wasn't here for when one of the sheriff deputies came up. Apparently, sheriff deputy came up. I think there's a live video of it from John. They had a talk, discussion about some signs. But in essence, basically, the prison has now filed 3 false complaints against the actions that we're doing out here. So I think it was, Jared, was it a positive? You want to talk about it? Were you standing there? Okay, hang on. Let me flip the camera around here.
Yeah.
Tell us about what the deal was when the sheriff came in.
Well, there's a complaint from the guards over here that we were putting signs over their signs, and which is not the fact. You can clearly see that there's not.
Here, we'll flip over real quick. Hang on. So the issue was this sign right here that is clearly out on public property. The prison claimed was on their property, which is way over there. So hang on, we'll get back over here to Jared. All right, go for it.
But yeah, the sheriff pulled up, came out, stepped out. Well, one of the undersheriff, and spoke to us. You know, seeing that everything was good to go. He said clearly the signs aren't other things, and he said that's the 3rd false report. So supposedly, if they make another false report, they're gonna deal with those guys. Other than that, it was a good meet. You know, super friendly. They're
Okay.
good guys.
Good. So that is, you know, that's what we got to do. We got to get out here. Our first attempt has always got to be to get law enforcement on our side. You know, we need to try to always friend law enforcement, because we're not doing anything wrong out here, right? We're not the ones breaking the law. The laws are being broken over there in that place. So, you know, lesson learned is that we are always got to get, you know, try to get in the good graces of law enforcement. That's what we tried to do in Burns with Sheriff Ward. It didn't happen. That's when we turn up the heat. When we see that they're not going to be on our side, we turn up the heat at that point. The second news. So while I was on the way to Bunkerville, the Nye County District Attorney returned my phone call, and we had a nice conversation. It was brief, but it was a nice conversation. And she basically clarified the question of what is the county's duty when a complaint comes from this prison. And she said, well, that's a loaded question. I said, well, explain how so. And she said, well, if a guard was to murder an inmate, then they would obviously press charges against that guard. And I said, well, what about battery and assault? And she said, well, that's where the loaded question comes in. She says there's a fine line between executing the duties of a prison and battery and assault. And she's quite honestly said that she wasn't sure what that line was. And I asked her to do that research, and she said that she would. She said that she would do that research to find out where that line is crossed. And she also acknowledged that the county is in the middle of an investigation. So we're making progress. We are making progress. So CCA is investigating themselves, the sheriff has something going on, and the DA knows all about it at this point. So in my eyes, in my mind, we're making good progress here. So give them the first shot at it, let them do what's right, and we'll see what comes from that. So the 3 things: we talked to the sheriff, we've talked to the DA, we got a huge donation for $5,000. We're up over probably $15,000 in donations. I don't know what else to say other than it's been a great day. So we're going to check off here. In an hour, we'll come back up, and and check on Bob, see how he's doing. We need to get those donations coming in. Again, Bob has paid $50 himself to go back into the cell, and I threw in 25. Jared's thrown in 25. We're at $100. Looking to get 500 for Bob's effort within the next 2 hours. So if you guys can do that, if you can post on the event page that you'll kick in there, you know, that's all I can ask for. We're doing great. Thank you guys again, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Without your guys' help, we're nowhere near this stuff. So anyhow, we'll talk to you in an hour. Talk to you soon. Hey guys and gals, we are giving a 1 hour update on Treason Bob in his effort to continue to raise money. He's an hour in. We got $100 in at this point. We're working on trying to get 500 by the time he's done, so that he can so that we put in another $500 into the pot. Update on the day: we had an exceptional generous donation of $5,000 from Michael, and you know, we're continuing to run with this momentum. So I don't know if everybody saw Lisa Bundy's video, but it was pretty emotional and it was pretty heartwarming. The support and the love that everybody's giving from the families for this effort, you know, it makes every one of us, I think I can speak for every one of us, it makes every one of us just want to keep going and do more and do more and do more. So we love you guys. We're happy to do this. It sucks, but it's worth it. But let's get this extra $400 put into the pot here for Bob's effort. He kicked it off. I mean, this guy kicked it off with $50 of his own money to go back in. He's got bad shoulders as it is already, and you can tell by his face that it hurts. So, you know, he's putting in the effort. So let's make sure we reward that effort by raising some more money. Do we have any other updates? We don't have anything else right at the moment. I guess we could go show our truck. Oh, Bob's got something to say.
No, I'm just resting my face on these.
He's resting his face on the cold bars. So, we got. I don't know if the lights are going to work or not. I may not be able to leave.
It's supposed to be coming by tomorrow.
We're supposed to have a county commissioner tomorrow.
Donna Cox, and she's going to try to go see Ammon.
Donna, gotcha. Okay. She's going to. The county commissioner is going to try to get in there and visit with Ammon and Ryan, and we'll see. Let's see if I can flip the camera around. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but a gentleman brought in a big box van, and it says Freedom's Last Stand on it, and on the other side, what's it say on the other side? Stop prison abuse?
Stop prison abuse.
Yeah, stop prison abuse. I'd walk over there, but it's dark and the cameras aren't showing up very well.
Go get the flashlight
Yeah. We got some new signs up, and we decided that if the prison, well, I'll let that go. Yeah, we just put up some extra signs. If the prison didn't like our one signs, we want to make sure that they like our other ones. So we're trying to be good neighbors out here. Okay, so Bob is now surpassed his 1 hour mark. He's going for another hour and 15 minutes. Let's get that money coming in, please. BundyDefense.com or AmmonBundyDefense.com. They both work. They both go to the same place. It's a tragedy in this country that it costs so much money to have justice. You know, justice was never supposed to be based on how much money we can afford to fight in court with. But that's what it's come down to, and that's what it takes to win the freedom of what we know is innocent people. We know our friends didn't do anything wrong. We know what happened out there. We've all seen it. These guys aren't the perpetrators. They're not the violent ones. These guys over here are, and the guys in the uniforms, you know, that pretend to be BLM soldiers. You know, those are the guys that should be in this jail cell, not our friends and family. Anyhow, after watching Lisa's video, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going back in, and I'm going to stay in there as long as I can again. Whatever it is, I don't care. I'm going to put a sweatshirt on this time, I promise you that. It was really, really cold, and that was one of the biggest fights. But I'm going to go in, and what I'm going to ask to do is, instead of my time for going back in to go to the bundydefense.com, I want to raise the money and send it to, as Lisa asked, I want to send it to Carol, Angie, and Dave's wife. I'm sorry, I don't know her name. I feel really bad about that. What is Dave's wife's name? Mary Lynn, I'm sorry. So Mary Lynn, Angie, and Carol. And Brianna. So those four.
On Facebook, I actually posted all of their PayPal accounts.
You got, okay, so Skipper's saying on his Facebook, he has all of their PayPal links posted as of like 20 minutes ago. So if you can break up your donation to all of them, please do. If you just want to donate to one, that's fine. But let's take a little time. Let's honor Lisa's request, and let's see if we can raise some money for those girls as well. So please share the word. We got an hour and 15 minutes to raise another $400. I think it's less than that now. I saw a couple donations come through here, so not sure what the numbers are, but we'll add it up. But let's get, Bob says thank you. Let's get Bob the due he's putting in here. You know, let's get the money raised up as best we can. So anyhow, all right, guys, we'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you guys in an hour when Bob is ready to get out of here. Hour and 15 minutes. See you in a bit. We're getting gnarly.
Should I go for 3
Hey, guys.
hours? Should I go for 3 hours?
No, it's up to you. It's up to you. We're here, Nevada Southern Detention Center. Bob's at his 2 hour and 15 minute mark. He went in bald and clean shaven, and this is what he looks like now.
Oh.
But how you feeling?
Oh, good.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know how much money we raised, but I saw donations.
That's fine.
So
everybody cares.
Yeah. Anyhow, we're gonna get Bob out of here now. Unless we're gonna go for another 10 minutes to see if we can really push the couple of minutes. So are we at that
Who wants to
point?
donate money to keep him in there? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's the question.
Well, that's it.
Who wants to donate money to keep Bob in there? We've gone the other way around. We've asked who would donate money to take them out early. We've never asked for money to donate to keep them in there longer, except for Amy. Amy got $1,000 to stay in an extra hour.
I got
That is very true.
$1,000 for staying in
That's
an
true.
hour.
That's true. So let's go for 5 minutes. Let's see what we can come up with. We got a few viewers here. It's not a lot.
We have Bob in here for those who
but-
are wondering.
Let's not, let's not make light of the situation. This situation, this is exactly what Ammon went through. 3x3 cell. Hands cuffed behind his back. Hands cuffed behind his back. Palms out. Oh, I can't see it there. Palms out for 13 hours. I don't even know what to tell you guys about that. What do we got? 5 minutes. Okay. 13 hours.
I'll tell you what I think of it. They were trying to kill him.
They're trying to kill him or drive him crazy. One of the two.
They won't drive Ammon crazy.
No, Ammon's too strong. Anyways, so guys, I don't know if John for some reason when John gets in here, he's able to get people to just throw money at places. So John, your auctioneer skills are they're challenged by no one. So I don't know what the trick is, but let's see what we can do. Let's get Bob some more
When
money
you
here,
have
going to the
11
good cause.
children, you just automatically become
Manipulator.
convincing in all things.
Well, this is Bob's second time in here.
That's right.
His second time. That's how
I paid to
passionate-
come in this time.
and he even paid money of his own.
We paid $50 to get locked up.
He's very passionate about this, as we all are. That's why we're out here. I don't even know what time it is. Almost 10 o'clock at night out here in Nevada. There goes the chains. The chains are starting to
Chains
fall.
are giving up.
I think that is the beginning of these walls over here coming down. We've been doing this Jericho March and we're believing it. And the men inside are believing it and they're grateful, and we talk to them on the phone, and we're talking passion, people. We're talking tears out of grown men, passion type stuff here, and they're grateful that we're here. They're excited for what we're doing, everything we're doing for them, they just give us such strong thank yous, and it's heartfelt. There's a lot going on here that touches on more than just.
And all of us are sacrificing other people's lives by doing this.
Different ones of us have actually experienced it. I haven't even been in there yet, but I've seen BJ in there. I've seen Skipper in there today. The different types of temperature we had to deal with, the different extremes that we wasn't even prepared with. We were just learning. We're still learning on this, and that has been something that each one of us have went through, and it's something I would not want to have to spend 13 hours like Ammon did in there. And I can just imagine the other people that have suffered inside this prison that we don't even know about. That's why we call it the torture chamber.
Right.
Because there's been people that's tortured behind these closed walls that don't have a voice. They've never been able to speak up.
That's right.
Years. Some people have been in here without ever going to trial. Years. Can you imagine that, America?
Well, it's like there's a guy that Cliven friended in there, and Carol went to go to the guy's hearing and stuff, and he actually been in there for 2.5 years, and the maximum sentence if he's found guilty was 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And
he hasn't gone to trial?
Yeah, he hasn't gone to trial yet. And he said, well, this is just a hearing to see if you deserve a hearing. That's what the judge told him. And he had a child custody case a week later that he was trying to get out to go to Utah, and the judge denied it. It says, no, we'll let the prosecution get a week to prepare for your hearing, and then you'll have a week to rebuttal or appeal it and go on from there.
At 2.5 years.
And the maximum sentence if he was found guilty would have been 2 years.
Right. That's
crazy. We don't have what we think we have in America, and we haven't had it for a while, and we're all trying to catch up on the realization that we're in really, really bad straits in our judicial system, and we'll just keep it on the judicial system. It's taken these guys that come in here to bring this awareness, and now we realize it's across the country. And America, we've been asleep. We've turned our heads, we've put them in the sand, and we've had our eyes and our hearts closed. And this is about caring about our brothers and sisters, and people in here that we don't even know, like what Skipper just mentioned. They are our brothers and sisters, and we've got to do something. And what we're trying to do here is raise funds for a certain group of lawyers that are going to go in that federal courthouse in Las Vegas and kick butt.
You got 10 seconds left almost. What do you think? You ready to come out, or?
I think I'm going to come out. There's others just aching to get in here.
Well, we've got
So,
8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good
All right,
job.
let's get him out of there. So, guys, Bob's coming out, but please, it doesn't matter if somebody's in there or not. I mean, quite honestly, it's just the going through the motions on our part. You know, we're not suffering nearly a fraction. Not a half is way too much. Not even a fraction of what our friends and family are suffering inside. So whatever you can get. I know we have asked a lot of you. I know it. I know we've asked a lot. We've been out here for, what are we going on, 3 days now? 3 days?
3 days on this. And
3 days now.
This morning was $15,000.
And we're at $15,000 bucks.
That's not even counting today.
Right.
We don't have an update.
We don't even know what
not
today
yet.
is yet. So
We should have it at any time, though. It'd come in
so
sometime tonight.
I know we've asked a lot. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but I can tell you it's not probably
We've got
even
3
10% of what it's
trials.
going to cost
We've got 3 trials to get through.
It's not even a 10% of what it's going to cost to get through this trial. So please do all you can. If you can't do it today, just don't forget about it. Do it later. Share with your friends, share with your families. You know, do all that we can. That's all that I ask. Do your best. That's all that we can ever do.
And tell your friends to share.
And tell your friends to share, like Amy says here.
There's a monthly option too on there.
There is.
So,
okay.
Yeah, you can go on there and you can do $10 a month. You can do $50 a month. If you can't afford it right now, you can set it up however you can afford it.
Nice.
So there's
I didn't know
more
that.
than one way to do that. That's awesome. I just looked at that today.
Okay. So don't forget it. You can go to AmmonBundyDefense.com. You can go to BundyDefense.com. And like Lisa said earlier today, If you want to, we don't care who you help, guys. Just help. You know, that's all that we're asking. I mean, open your hearts, help out. If you want to help out Andrea Parker, help out Andrea Parker. If you want to help out Todd Ingles' family, help out Todd Ingles' family.
There's so many families.
There's so many people out there. We're not.
Micah McGuire.
Micah McGuire
One
needs
of them,
help.
yes.
You know, all these
Brianna
guys.
Bundy.
Yeah, all these guys need help. So you know, wherever your heart's desire to apply that money goes to, just do it. Just, you know, that's all that we can do. We're going to be out here for probably a week, you know, so that's plenty of time for paychecks to clear. No.
That's right. And if you don't drink a coffee tomorrow,
right,
send that $5 in,
right,
or whatever little small thing.
Exactly. We can do this. We can raise this money. We can put a big dent in this bill that's going to be coming. So, you know, just do what you can. That's all that we're asking. Do all that you can to help out. It's a fight that's going to protect all of us. It's going to protect all of our rights. It's going to protect our kids' rights in the future. I mean, this is a high-profile case that's going to affect all of us. So just keep that in mind. So Jared and I, where are you? You're in the dark. Jared and I are going to switch it up a little bit. Him and I are going to sit in here through the night so that we can raise funds specifically for what Lisa requested earlier, you know, for the other people. So if you can do that, if you can help out, if you can share away, please do. Make sure you share the video so other people see it. You know, that's what we're going to do. And then I know at some point, John, you're going to jump in there, right?
Get in there,
what are you thinking, later in the week or?
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
If there's not enough people out here, I'm definitely going to get in there.
Okay.
It may not last as long as
You're
everybody
gonna
else,
do
but we're
just
going to
fine.
try.
It does. Yeah. So
we're going to try.
All right, guys. So we'll keep you posted on tonight. Please share the video. Jared, what do we decide? Am I going in first, and then you're going to finish up the evening?
Yeah, because you got that interview. So
okay. Perfect. I'm going to jump in there now. I'm going to get cuffed up. I don't know if you guys want to just video that or whatever, or whoever. Skipper's live as well too. Here's the key to the lock.
Okay.
And call me a sissy or whatever, but I'm wearing a sweatshirt tonight because it was cold the other night.
It's only gonna be a low 60s.
Did you hit the bathroom first? Have you hit the
I
bathroom?
did. I'm clean. I'm good to go.
At least we get
How
to.
about you want
a drink of water real quick?
I don't want to drink a water.
You want a swift kick in the shins? No, I'm kidding.
I'm not as good as Rocky here, so.
Hey, you're a little more gentle.
Yeah, it takes me a minute to get used to
She
these.
is.
She's a little vicious.
You hear that, Rocky?
Is she,
Hi.
Oh, wait a second. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Take me out.
Oh,
Guys, we just we have some new visitors.
Woohoo. Oh, we've got to get someone in the cage. Guards coming. Just pretend like you're in there.
There we go. Is that who I think it is?
how you doing?
That's Jeff, isn't it?
Yes, it's Jeff Banta, yes.
what's going on, brother?
Good to see you down here. Yeah.
Okay,
Good to see you down there.
just pretend like
So,
you're in the cage.
Josh?
How's it going, Josh?
Hey, sorry, we're live too, so I don't want to.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
grab the phone here. So,
Change the shift.
we'll get some light over here.
I think it's changed shift.
Neil Wampler here with his old rig.
Yeah. So guys, here's what we got. We got some new visitors to the camp. The lighting sucks, but Jeff Banta's here. Jeff was part of the Oregon trial, part of the first 6 acquittals. Was it 6? 6, right? Yeah. He's down here to show his support, along with his friend. Did you come from Nevada? Where'd you come from?
Yeah, I come from up north.
Up north? So, gotcha.
Where's up
Me and
north?
Josh.
Gotcha. Come down, show some support, and help out,
Yeah,
and stand with us.
Absolutely. This is great. Who thought of this? Josh?
It was BJ mainly, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a great
BJ
idea.
bought this and we built it out here.
Right on.
So it's you know, it's working.
Yes.
Right?
It is.
We got here and we said we got to do something, and this is what we're doing, and it's working, and we're trying to help out.
so far.
Yep.
Really?
$15,000.
15,000. Not counting today. We don't know what today is.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yes.
It's awesome.
Good deal. So
Neil's out here. I thought I
Yes.
saw him on a couple of
Yeah,
days.
Neil
he
just drove
he
by,
pulled
yeah.
back- He just pulled back in.
So who's going in the hole?
I'm going back in.
Back in?
I'm going back
How
in.
long were you in there?
5 hours.
What?
Yeah.
He's beat us all so far.
5
Give
hours.
you beer and jelly, you know that.
No cigs, no nothing.
No, nothing. That's a good
You're
thing.
not gonna believe who has the top time.
This guy over here's got 5 hours and 15
No,
minutes.
I don't have the top time.
No?
No,
No,
Diane.
that female.
Oh,
Diane.
I did not
She
know
went
that.
5.5 hours.
5.5 hours.
Really?
5.5 hours.
Yes, dang it. She beat
Yes.
me by
So
15 minutes.
apparently Kelly was right. Whatever a man can do, a woman can do better.
Yeah.
Just like that for 5 hours? I don't know.
All you just need is handcuffs.
Hands cuffed behind your
All you
back.
just need is the handcuffs on.
Nobody sits down and puts them up front, or you get them
No,
down
that's
In the
tight?
back, handcuffs on the
Oh,
back.
Behind the
Can you
back.
come in and do it again? I'm not going to do it. I'll move it.
I did. I had them behind my back and I put them in front, and I kind of felt like, well, I'm cheating. So I put them back, and then when I put them back, it hurt a little bit more than when I put them forward.
They probably make them really tight in there, so you can't do that.
See who's here?
Yeah.
They do. They do.
Right. What
See
was
who's here? Jeff Banta showed up.
Yeah.
Come down from Northern
over here.
Nevada. Over here.
Let's go, Bob.
Don't let me shut you down.
Good, yeah.
Oh, right.
You guys got
What,
a
are you going to
camper?
cut in line there?
I don't know. I was thinking about it. But I don't think
You
I
got
go
to
very
get a
long.
ticket, man. There's a lineup.
I'll bet. 5
Oh,
hours
really?
is a long time.
It is a long
Yes.
Oh,
I'm sorry, guys. The lighting sucks so bad.
What? 15 grand?
Yeah.
What?
This morning we
That hasn't been added up today yet.
As of this morning, we had 15 grand already raised.
That's really awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
yeah.
We don't even know what the day's total is yet. So we've been averaging about $5,000 a day. And then this morning we ended up with that extra 5,000. So
Yeah, we had a guy, a local here, donate $5,000.
He was local? I didn't know that.
yes.
So it was only 4.5 hours to get here. I thought it was 6.
Oh, I
'cause
know.
it's
Did you
6
come
to
from
go.
Yankton, or where'd you
Yeah,
come from?
Yankton.
He took our hours. We thought it was going to be 12, and it took us 17.
So it was just like a hop, skip, and a jump, and we were here. I couldn't
I'm glad to see you, man.
At the turn off, it was 27 miles. I was like, man, we're there already.
Where are you coming from?
Yarrington. So just out of Reno, about 80 miles. South of Reno.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like-
All right, here. Bob, take the phone.
All right.
What do
Hook me up.
Well, Jeff,
Which
Just
way
hold
do-
it.
want to put the handcuffs on BJ?
Yeah, I'd love to.
It's going to have to go to low power mode, BJ.
They gotta do this right.
Yeah, there you go. He knows what's going on.
Just slap them on there. They don't even open them first. They just
Oh, you're
Snap
cutting him
'em.
some slack. You
Crack
got
'em
his sweatshirt on the inside.
well, I want them to stay in there.
That might actually be detrimental, but we'll find out.
Find out. You can tell us.
I got the extra
We
key
got-
for the lock too.
I'm not gonna lock them. I'm not gonna mess with that. I don't know nothing about it.
What do you mean you're not going to lock them?
Go, man. Hey, there's nothing in between. That's just a hinge, no chain.
No.
5 hours, BJ?
No, not like that.
Yeah.
You want his hand downward.
Okay, well, I didn't feel
like
like
that, right
it was
there,
gonna
right there.
go. I'm
Oh,
really
is there
gonna,
supposed to be a
We
chain?
put kind of both thumbs up.
maybe
like
I,
if you grab
maybe I
both
hooked
thumbs
the first one wrong.
like that there.
You're good. You're good.
But I think it's right. Yeah. It don't feel right, does it?
Wait, you can't have cushion. What are you doing?
I know that's
gonna be
one.
detrimental.
One is
I
wrist in
promise
this
you
part.
this will be
Okay,
detrimental.
like
Yeah,
that there.
no.
Okay, there we go. I think we're
You
getting.
guys are all fired as.
It is different here.
You're all qualified to work in this.
You gotta be managed.
Ooh.
Okay, is that
That's
okay?
like 3
I'm gonna lock
clicks.
them here.
Hang on, I got this. The face in the. Well, I'll
They're
go.
facing the opposite direction, aren't they? They're wrong.
I told you.
This one over here.
I put that one on wrong.
Okay, well,
This one's right. This one's
okay, we're gonna change that other one.
Did that to Bob the first time.
Oh my gosh. I
That's
tell
really
you,
awkward.
just if your
Okay,
shoulders
there we go.
got sore the first
Probably how
time,
they had Ammon in there.
Yeah, that's how they had him. That's how we've all been doing it.
I just made it for
Okay,
my
now, that
second
better?
stint. So
Okay, I'm gonna
yeah,
block
I
these
got to
before they
keep
go.
doing short stints to get up to the hours these guys. put in.
Okay.
Should do both of them?
Count?
Yep, both of them. I got them both.
Yeah, money comes in no matter what.
All right, hey, so we're doing this one. I'm asking you guys to specifically do donate to the what Lisa requested to the other families this time. So I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna stand in there as long as I can, and then Jarrett's gonna do the same. And I think you asked
Lisa
for
says good luck.
the direction to you want to have donated directly to Carol, right?
Yes, let's do that.
So I don't care who you donate to, anybody to help out with, and Jared's jumping in there specifically for Carol. So I'm going in, and we'll see you guys. It's going to be late, so we'll update you in the morning as to how long we stayed in there, and then give you totals as to what we raised. So, see you in a bit.
All right.
There it is, 10:03.
He's in. Handcuffs were being put on at 10 o'clock. It's 10:03 right now with him going into the box.
What's up, man?
So we got
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey, we're still out here at Nevada Southern Detention Center, and just wanted to give you a morning update from the occurrences last night. Nothing major happened. We just basically had a nice quiet night here. I jumped back in the cell last night, and I'm telling you guys, all I could do was 2 hours. It's tough. You know, it kind of reiterates that it wasn't tough. Like, it was tough because there's pain in your body at that point. You know, where the handcuffs rub are sore, where your shoulders have been pulled back, they still hurt, and it accentuates that pain. So the thing is what we're going through here is not even remotely anywhere close to what the guys inside are going through. How many times has Ammon and Ryan and all the guys been in cuffs over and over and over again? How many times have they had their arms behind their backs for an extended period over and over and over again? It just reiterated to me just exactly how painful, how much pain they are being forced to endure. They are being, sorry, this car's coming. They're being tortured. This is torture. There's no other word for it. This is torture. I'm promising you, this is torture. You know, so reflecting on, you know, the challenge, trying to raise some money, it came upon us last night. We've been doing this hard, and we've been doing it hard for 3 days, and I know that we're putting the stress on your guys' pocketbooks, and I'm sorry for that. When John gets back, I'm going to have a conversation and see if we shouldn't suspend this for a couple of days, let the message spread, and then get some more people in there later down the road. You know, I know our pocketbooks are drained. I know mine is. I know everybody out here's is. You guys have done really good, really good. We've raised a lot of money in a very short amount of time, and I am so appreciative. I love all of you guys for standing up and supporting. You know, you don't have to show up somewhere to support. You don't have to. You don't have to even send money to support. You know, there's ways to be here. You can be here, you can send money, or you can simply share the message to somebody else. You know, that's how we grow this. That's how we get this awareness going. It's more than just money. It's about the awareness as well too. So I asked Jarrett to not go in there after I did, because we realized, you know, just how much drain we've put on everybody's pocketbooks, and I think we need to give everybody a couple of days and some moments to get the message spread, maybe bring some more money back into the bank accounts or back into your pockets, and then we can resume maybe later in the week, something like that. So anyhow, there's more people coming from the weekend. We're gonna have visitors today. We're gonna have some special visitors today. Visitation gets to start again today, so we're going to get in and do some visits with the guys as best we can. If there's any family members out there watching that are planning on coming to visit, please let us know so we don't use up that visit that you can have. These guys get one visit a week. That's all they get. One visitor per week, and that's it. And visitation is only Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, and the day starts over, or the week starts over at the end of Saturday. So, if there are any guys or any family that's coming to visit, please let us know so we don't take that spot from you guys. I think it is important to get in there and visit. I'm going to get in there today, and we'll see, you know, who we can sit down with and go from there. So, looking at some of the comments, there is no word. At least I don't have word. John's a little bit more up to date on some of the information that's coming out. He got up this morning and went to a meeting in town with a bunch of the locals in hopes to generate some more attention to the matter here locally. What I do know about this the community is they are not happy with this facility at all. They weren't happy when it was built. They're not happy with how it runs. And we've come to find out that they are exceptionally behind on their taxes in the tune of 6 or 7, probably 7 digits at this point. So I think we have a strong ally in the community here that we need to rally up with. So did I find anything out about the 50-year-old man that died a few days ago? No, other than he died, we don't know any of the details. But I believe that is a second inmate to pass away that was detained in this facility since we've been here. And I believe John said that there has been over 50 just in the last year. Or I'm sorry, 50 since it's been opened. So that's our update. I know Jared wants to get in there before we go. I'm going to leave that up to him. He wants to try to raise some money directly for Carol Bundy. If you guys are willing to contribute, please do so. If we get some more interest and some more ability to raise some more money, we'll get this thing fired back up. But for right now, I think what we need to do is give everybody a little bit of a reprieve, not push it so hard at this point. You know, I know we've all given, and I know the families are grateful. I'm grateful. You know, I'm grateful for everything that you guys are doing. So keep it up, keep spreading the word, keep these videos being shared so that other people can see them. And I don't care where the money comes from. You know, all checks cash and all dollar bills spent. So, you know, whatever the case may be, if we can get that sent in from anywhere, let's get it done. And again, I'm going to give a special shout out to Michael. $5,000 donation yesterday. I mean, that is something that just warms my heart, and I thank you from the bottom of it, Michael. Anyhow, so that's where we sit today. When John Lamb gets back from his meeting in the community, I'm sure he'll give an update as to how that went. If we do anything else here, we'll give an update on that, and then we'll also update you guys on how the visitation went, who got to be visited, any kind of stories that they wanted to share, so on and so forth. So good morning, Cupcake. Doing good stuff. Thanks, Ed. Anyhow, love you guys. Keep up the good work. Keep supporting as best you can. Keep sharing the message. We had a radio interview with Trent Luce today from Nebraska. He says he's got 3 million listeners that are going to hear what's going on out here real soon, within the next hour. So, you know, we may be able to fire this thing back up and get another audience that can help out as well too. So, and hey, listen, we're not the only ones out here that can come up with ideas. If you guys have ideas, if you guys have ways that you think will work, that we can do out here to help out, to get fired up, to raise some money, to raise some awareness, fire them at us. We're here. You know, we're hungry to get things done. We're hungry to get attention on the issue. Again, it's not just about us. It's not about the Bundys at all. It's about all the guys. It's about all the prisoners, and it's not just about this facility. You know, if this is happening in this one facility, what's taking place across this country? You know, especially in these for-profit prisons. I have a huge problem with people being paid to torture American citizens, regardless of what their last name is. Regardless if they're my friends or family or how we look at it. If American citizens are being abused and tortured for a paycheck, guys, we got to do something about it. So keep it up. We'll talk to you soon. Looks like we got some breakfast coming up here, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Love y'all, and keep up the good work. See ya. Hey guys, gals, gonna do a mid-morning update. Our total currently, without counting today, wherever we're at, $17,200. We're $2,800 away from 20 grand in just a couple of days. I want everybody to pat themselves on the back that's helped out. That is huge. That is a big start down a long road, and we've taken some good leaps. Quick little update. I'm gonna see if I can't get the picture of the newspaper here locally. We're on the front page of the Prump newspaper. It's a big publication, but regardless, it's making headlines, and this town is talking about it. And this town is not happy with what's going on, and this town has never been happy with this facility being in their backyard. So I'm gonna set this down on the ground here and then flip the camera around. Hang on a second. So front page news of the Mirror, published out of Nye County. It's Nye County source for constitutionally conservative coverage. Bundy backers claim torture. Camp livery set up at Pahrump. And it goes on on a pretty substantial article in there. So that's good. That's exactly what we're here for. We're here, flip this around, we're here to bring the awareness to what's taking place. Again, not just for our friends and families, not for just for people named Bundy, but for all prisoners that are being abused in these types of facilities. We know it's happening, you know, there's no doubt. There's too many bodies coming out of these places. 2 bodies since we've been here has come out of here. It's time to get to the bottom of it and find out what's going on. Anyhow, so what I wanted to do, I know earlier I said, hey, let's let the pocketbooks, you know, let the smoke settle on the pocketbooks. And I do mean that, and I hope that that everyone can recover from their generous donations. But I'm going to make one more challenge. If I can make one more challenge, please share this around. Back on the East Coast, you know, in the plains, the whole 9 yards, wherever we can get it. We are leaving to head home for Oregon this afternoon, and I know when my wife sees this, she's going to be upset at me because I told her we would be on the road late morning, and I didn't realize that visiting hours started at 3 o'clock. So we will be on the road in the afternoon. Gonna visit. I'm not leaving now, it's too late. We're gonna visit, get packed up and get on the road. We'll be home late or early morning, Friday morning. But anyhow, what I would like to challenge everybody to do is, before we leave, or before we set foot back in Nevada, I mean, that gives us all the way through set foot back in Oregon. We're going to Oregon, we're going home. Home's always been Nevada to me, so I grew up in Nevada. I was born and raised in Sparks, and so home's always been Nevada, but I do live in Oregon. Anyways, I digress. Before we hit home in Oregon, I'm challenging everybody to spread the message, and let's see if we can get the total, let the truck go by, if we can get the total to $20,000. We are $2,800 away, not counting what's already been raised today. So there's some money that's been raised today already. I'm going to say we're within $2,500 of $20,000. I'm making the challenge. I'm going to put in 50. I'm going to throw the first 50 into that out of my pocket. So we're that much closer. So $50 more from me. Can we get to 20,000? Please, let's share the message. Let's. I already know myself and Jared and Bob are super proud of the effort that's gone in here. We're proud of all of you guys. We're proud of everybody that has contributed, and I'm going to ask just for a little bit more. I know if we all do it, if we share this message, everybody that's contributed, we can get there. So that's where we're at. John Lamb's back from a meeting. He had a great meeting in town. He's going to fill you in on his update, and we'll go from there. So a couple visitors this morning. We've had a lot of locals come through and tell us how upset they are at this facility, how upset they've been since it's been built. So we're good as far as that goes, and we are expecting some visitors with the last name of B here pretty soon. So when they get here, we'll give you guys some live updates, and we will go from there. Looking forward to get home. I really need a shower. 4 or 5 days without a shower is not very fun, but it is what it is. And love all you guys for doing what you're doing to help out, and I'm proud to call you guys friends. So anyhow, we will hit you guys up before we head out, give you an update on how the visits went, and then we're getting on the road for home. So share the message, share the challenge. $2,000 before $20,000 before we hit home in Oregon, and you're gonna make 3 Central Oregonians a very happy camper. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, we're out here midday. It's just about 3 o'clock. The Jericho March is about getting ready to go. I'm gonna flip the camera around here so you can see how much Camp Liberty has grown in the last couple of hours. We got some great visitors. I know everybody's watching John Lamb's feed, but I just wanted to step back here and give you guys a view of what it looks like. So here's the far end. I'm gonna cut across, keep coming. There's our torture cell, camp, all the flags, the signs, and we keep on going, trucking all the way down. I love it. I love the support. We have some great visitors here today. The boys have showed up. Aunt Margaret, a bunch of other aunts that I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them. Carol and Angie just showed up. They brought a bunch of Bundy beef. We're gonna have a Bundy beef dinner here, and then the the Oregon boys are going to get on the road. We're going to get out of here. So hopefully that challenge is going well. It's hard to keep track of it. The attorney's team is taking care of it at that point. But keep that challenge going. Let's see if we can get to that 20 grand. Right now, Aunt Margaret's in the cell, and I'm telling you right now, I don't like it. But you know, it is what it is. These girls, they're here to support their families, and you know, I don't like seeing these guys go through the punishment that they're already living in real life. They don't need to be in a pretend cell while their families are in there. But I love their courage and their determination to bring the attention and support their families. So here we go. Nice in and close. Their skipper scanning around, getting ready to go. Anyhow, all right, we are getting ready to go on the march. And then visitation starts, and then as soon as visitation is over, we will give you guys an update as to what everybody says. They share their love. If there's any messages that anybody wants to send inside, let us know. We'll do our best to make sure they hear it. So anyhow, this is I'm not going to go on for too long, but I just want to show you how much we've grown today in support. There's people from Utah, Arizona, California showed up today. As well, more locals, more and more locals have showed up, and I guess the message is that the sheriff would like to speak with Carol here in just a little bit. So anyhow, that's where we're at, and we'll talk to you guys soon. See you later. Hey guys, getting wrapped up here, getting ready to get on the road from Nevada Southern Detention Center. What I wanted to do is before we go, I got to get in and talk with Ammon, and it was good. It was good, and he's not good, but he's okay. Okay, he's not good, but he's okay. You know, they're beating on his body, but the one thing that they're not doing is they're not beating his mind. He's still strong-minded, and he still has the same fire that he's always had, if not more at this point. But he's good, and they're not beating him. So mentally, anyways, you know, they're not going to break his spirit. So we had awesome chat, man. It's like we've never missed a beat. And I haven't talked to Ammon since the 23rd of January 2016. So it's been a long time. We've written back and forth, but you know, writing is a whole nother level of communication than sitting, you know. Granted, it's through a monitor and a telephone handset, but it was good. And I miss my friend, and I miss talking to him, and I hate everything that's happening to him right now, the abuses. But just know that he is super, beyond appreciative. I can't even, there's no explicit, you know, there's no expletive that would, I don't even know if that's a word, that can describe how grateful he is, and he wanted me to make sure that that everybody out there that has given, that is here, that has done all that they can to support and spread the message, knows how grateful he is. We talked for 65 minutes. That's all we get, 65 minutes, and you know, we talked about things that have happened and the things that are going on around the world, and we talked about the documentary American Standoff, and him and I both of the same mindset that you know, leaving out all the work from November and December with the Committee of Safety and the redress of grievance and all the meetings in the community, it falls short on the message that what really happened out there. So hopefully they'll do something to correct that. But he's still got fire, you know. He's still Ammon, and you know, when we heard from him with Kelly, you know, he was hurting. His body was hurting and all that stuff. But I was glad to see, and I feel good knowing. I feel good. I can leave here knowing that that he's okay, and that's really what I wanted to know and see from him. So keep supporting him. Keep doing all that we can. Keep sending them letters. They love the letters. They love the stories that are going on. They love to hear from people left and right. He told me some stories in there that you know, that are going to make your blood curdle. I'll save those for a later date. This I want to be, you know, on a positive aspect, that he's doing well, and still willing and able, and has the fire that Ammon has. So they're not taking that from him. They're never going to take that from him. I don't care what they do. They're never going to take that from him. Not even if they kill him. They're not going to kill him, but they'll never take his fire from him. And that's something that I know for sure. But he loves that we're standing up, and his message out here to all of us, and hopefully I can put this into words, is that no matter what, we got to stand up. We got to stand united, and the only way that we tell the government that enough is enough is by standing united and telling them in unison that enough is enough. He loved Joshua. If you're watching, Joshua Martinez, I gave him your analogy on natural rights, and he thought that was spectacular. 2-year-old trying to take his toy. What's he say? He says, "No, mine." He claimed it, and he defended it, and then he used it as well too. So it was beautiful, and he really liked that. I told him the stories about Harney County standing up and doing what they can for the Hammonds, that the county commissioners, or at least one of them, has written a letter, and you know, for the president to get the Hammonds home. I told him about the Republican contingency out of Salem writing a letter for the Hammonds to come home. So that made him feel good. It made him feel good that, guys, I'm not going to worry about these comments right now about Duane and all those guys. That doesn't matter. It made him feel good to know that fight, he didn't fight for nothing. So keep up the good work out there, guys. Everybody. You know, everybody in Harney County, the surrounding areas that's fighting for the Hammonds, don't ever forget the Hammonds. If we forgot the Hammonds, we would, you know, that would be detrimental to him. So we're still fighting for the Hammonds, and we're fighting for these guys. It's a fight that's never going to end until people are home. So keep up the good work. He's proud of all of us. He's grateful to all of us. And, you know, that's pretty much it. So just know he's okay. That's the biggest thing. He's okay. He's going to make it through. He's okay, and he can't wait to get into court and give him hell. So anyhow, that's where we're at. We're going to have some Bundy beef here and get our butts on the road back to Oregon. John told me a few minutes ago that we're at like 19,100 and change. There's a couple $100 of cash that came in from people here on the table, and so we're close, guys. You know, help get us to that 20,000 mark before we get home. We'll be home early morning tomorrow, and I would love to hear from John when I talk to him in the morning that we hit that mark. So please do it. Please help out. We're close. We're so close. We want that 20,000, and you know, that's it. So appreciate your support out here. All the hard work that you guys did, all the money that you gave, you know, a lot of messages, a lot of videos, and we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna go get me some Bundy beef and get on the road. So talk to you later. Bye.